cut a piece of wood, then a piece of wood. You just need to get some stuff and
Not sure.
pictures. I've probably seen pictures of them, you know.
Yeah.
I've never actually seen one before. It's an earthquake, isn't it?
Yeah.
They're made in Ukraine. They've got a whole town of cities of people live where it's built because they've built the factory.
Yeah.
I listened to a radio program about it once. Yeah. Every state in the USSR used them. Right across the other side of China, Mongolia.
Yeah.
A good factory. Very basic but very bloody reliable.
And Vehichles. For 20, we have a green light and have a clear track. Let's rock and roll.
Pick it up.
Got old major of the road. Hey, Bill, we got old major of the road.
Done this chicken run now. Jack above us, Jack Allen, does half of it. Paul does like the weekend. He does Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Yeah. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then Paul does Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
So hopefully Charles will just show us this as he comes up. He always likes to get to the top end of the track. So as we've got quite a lot of dust and dirt on the track now, with the track just breaking up a little bit, it's just making a bit more work for the levelling tractor. So hopefully Jurassic will be finished in a minute. Which she is. Come on, Charles, let's rock and roll. Well done, Charles. And of course you will notice if you were here earlier when I was trying to explain to you how the sledge works, we have a weight box at the back which has 4 ton in weight. And of course as that moves up, that increases the weight onto the front of the sledge, which makes it harder and harder for the tractor to pull. But because we're demonstrating and no competition, so the sledge doesn't have to be set in any gear, it's not all equal. It just means that the sledge driver can actually hold the box back a while, or let it even go back, or put it in a lower gear so it moves up onto the tractor that little bit slower, just helping the smaller engines just to get that little bit further. Because of course we don't want to see everybody sitting at the bottom of the track. Mend your tractors or anything you want mending. So please, if you both give them some support, we're always grateful. And we'd just like to say a big thank you to both of them. So now we have something a little different again. We had a lorry before that was just actually bonneted up as a tractor. Well, actually we have the lorry itself. We have another one as well, which hopefully will come and have a full word. So this is the ERF. It's a Cummins 10 litre. Some of the other pullers here today have this similar engine in. It's a really good lump of engine. It's good weight, so it puts plenty of weight to the pullers especially. Also, it's a real high horsepower to start with. So you're well over the 300 before you even have to start tweaking it. So this is just had just a little bit of extra fuel, or should I say it's been fueled up a little bit more. That's the only thing. It's had a concrete weight box put on the fifth wheel, so he's actually got a bit of traction on the rear axle, so of course he would just do nothing but sit and spin otherwise. And he's put an adjustable hitch on it as well, so it's just exactly the same as the actual tractor pullers. So we're just waiting for Rob, who's doing a sterling job there on the levelling tractor. And once he clears out the way, we have Justin. And of course, I forgot to say, Justin was on the little pink tractor not long ago, which he built. rock and roll. Let's just see what the L10 can do. Come on. Just not quite there yet. Nearly there. All we need to do is to put a £20 note on the blue trailer at the top, and I'm sure if we put a £20 note, you'd be there. Well done, Justin. It's just nice just to see something a little different.
Keep doing like that all day, wouldn't it?
Thank you.
Attended the D-Day celebrations, and I'll be looking for Ben Kay now to say a few words, and also once we get them parked up, trying to put them in some sort of semblance of order so we can go through them. Right, we're just going to wait. So my mate's going to be a chip. Yeah, I'll have that one. Yum, 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 yum. They're just being directed into their relevant parking positions to receive us all. I'll be out in a second once we've had the nod and the OK from Ben. Hey Ben, ready? That's it? Yeah. Right, we're all parked up. If anybody would like to come into the ring, parents, children, as long as they're accompanied by an adult, come in by all means. Come and have a look at them, talk to the owners, have a ride in them. Well, sit in the cabs anyway with the driver. You're very, very welcome. Right, thank you very much, public. If we could resume normal service and go back to where you were sitting outside, and we'll get these beasts moved, and then at round about 1 o'clock, the steamers are getting lined up now, obviously, to come into the ring then. Just a special thanks to the Kay family.
Not a problem at all. I hope you all enjoyed it. And could we just ask all the public who've come in the arena to make their way out to the side of the arena so we can get the vehicles out safely.
If you could all leave safely, thank you very much. And then we can move the lorries out and we can continue with the day's activities. So, things with those kiddies. So there you go. And you all belong to the trailer, do you? It's your trailer, isn't it? Your trailer, remember that. So anyway, so all get ready to move. Thank you. Having a last look at the vehicles today. No, you're all right. You get your picture taken. That's it. Face the camera. Say cheese. That's it. Way to go. Oh. You're right.
Yeah, I noticed that. Yeah.
Old mummy's beer. There you go. Thank you very much again to the military vehicle group who have positioned their static displays down by the entrance to the working field. A nice little visit there. You'll see lots of other vehicles there as well as what you've seen on the field today. And of course, then on the working field, there are a few on there, track laying vehicles, tanks, travelling at speeds down the far side there. As well as tractor pulling, ploughing, cultivating, working down. You'll also see cutting the corn, thrashing, etc. as well. Timber cutting, the timber merchants there, stone crusher, and of course refreshments, beer and food as usual, so no problem there. I'll just switch up for a moment, the noisy lorries.
Oh, I know.
Well, thank you, David, Mr. Parry, for dealing with that. You've done a cracking job with it. So, thank you very much. I had to be butties, and then it's another afternoon's work for us. Shortly, we'll be coming in with the Grand Parade. We're lining the engines up now. And remember, not all the showmans are at Dorset. We have got them here. So, lovely ones.
This little one here.
Don't get sharp.
Don't what? No.
Look, there's a desert one. The one's the yellow thing over. Look.
Good.
I went to the one at the back.
Yeah. So that was a desert one you thought? It's sand coloured. Right.
That's the right side one for this.
So what that's here? That's a decent one.
That's definitely.
Yeah.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, in a few moments, we're not starting the Grand Parade yet. We've got a wonderful selection of steam-powered road machinery, and it's
a question of getting a quart into a pint pot, believe you me. Just thinking, when you look at the names of some of these engines, the Leader, that's another interesting one. Probably named in honour of Pat Collins, who owned it. Then you've got Endurance. Well, that brings itself, doesn't it? And Dreadnought, named after the pocket battleships. Not the pocket battleships, they were the German ones, weren't they? They were our Dreadnoughts. That name has come forward. Then Philadelphia, the connection with one of the rides. Sonny Boy number 2, one I've not really sussed out. But then going round to the normal engines, Rajar and Nero, we've got Lovely Showman's engine and the Mighty Atom. And one that which is not with us, unfortunately, a little bit under the weather, is the Chief at the moment, and I had the pleasure of naming that for the Debs family at Bridgenorth some years ago. And while we're here, a little apology. I did say that the lovely engine, Little Dorothy, was poorly. Well, I've been misinformed. It's had to stay at home, so its owner can bring yet another one. He can't manage two. They're both in the programme. So for our friends at the Johnson Brigade up at Banks, I apologise. The gentleman who gave me the information, very, very senior management, he said I didn't say that. I say he did, so I'm sure you'll forgive us both. So it's lovely to see that engine. Little Dorothy is not with us, as is the Foden and the Chief. So the Foden Earl of Dudley is another one that's a little bit under the weather. Well, without any more to do, we will start the events with the Posthorn Gallop. Thank you. Chairman and the members of the County of Salop Steam Engine Society, we are so pleased to see you here, and I am sure you are having a most enjoyable day. We've had no control over the weather this year, but somebody's looking down upon us, and we have this wonderful weather to present these engines.
Millington Market Drayton.
Andrew from Market Drayton. And how long have you had this lovely machine?
6 or 7 years.
6 or 7 years.
Family farm.
It's on the family farm to retire. It's still with the family connection.
It is, yes.
Right.
Do a bit of farming.
Lovely. Right. We're getting there. Another lovely 900, beautifully restored. As David Brown's staff said, we don't want that blue egg. Your name, sir?
David Whittaker.
David, where are you from, David?
Middlewich in Cheshire.
Middlewich in Cheshire. And how long have you owned it?
About 15 years now.
About 15 years. And I keep saying this, it's super, I'm in admiration of anybody who restores something different. But to see a tractor in its working clothes, it's absolutely wonderful. I'm so pleased we've got it like this. I don't know how many of these they've made. I don't know. That's it. But there was certainly, their engineering was first class. You could never fault it, could you? Lovely. Thank you very, very much indeed. I don't know where our arena master is. I think he could have been abducted by aliens. Anyway, thanks again. Give him a round of applause, folks. A little bit different. 80 years this year of David Brown tractors. Meltham in Yorkshire. And if you look at the decal on the front of the radiators, it shows the white rose of Yorkshire and the red rose of Lancashire. So right on the border. And at one time, they moved Meltham into Lancashire. Well, that was to start the War of the Roses again, wasn't it? You know, with these boundary reorganisations, and it's now back in its rightful place, I'm pleased to say. So good to see them, and we've got a basement, and we do, as I said earlier on, we do forget that David Brown produces not quite as many influences as Ferguson, but a considerable number, but also devised the tractors which could pull a trailing item, which Harry Ferguson would not do. If you had a Ferguson tractor, you were got to buy their influence to go on them, which was not always such a good thing. There's the 850 with the cultivator on the back, all beautifully turned out. The story's told that when the first tractor was being made in secret, when they were coming to complete it, the team that was sworn to secret were working late at night, and David Brown himself was down there, and he said, all right lads, we'll finish it tomorrow. But they were so keen to do it, they worked for another hour and a half, and eventually turned up at his house, not far from the works, at 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning. He heard this tractor outside and saw it, and he was so pleased that he really, really treated the lads to some of his best malt whisky. He didn't think they'd do it, and that was the start. And then of course after that, the tractor had extensive testing in disguise, as they do today. I remember many years ago seeing a very much disguised JCB fast track, even before it was announced, working on a farm away from the road near home. Because with the 900 Lotter series, it was red and red. This is the young man that uses his tractor to get to work on, he tells me, which is not unusual. He does think he's the Dukes of Hazzard. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, a wonderful display. I think it's going to be a little bit of a joint effort between David and myself now for the final part of the presentation of the show that we have got in the exhibits. Was that yeah. I think it's changed it. a very belated announcement, ladies and gentlemen. A lovely lady by the name of Rose won the draw for booking to come to the show online before, I think, the 10th or 11th of August. And her prize was a ride in the Grand Parade on endurance. So very much belated congratulations to Rose. Thank you for booking online. And as soon as we've got bookings for next year going, please do it again.
Looks as though we're off. Dukes have added, or they think they are, I don't know. Yeah, well, there you go. Another Chevrolet. Hold up. Yeah, well, Daisy Duke with the rest of the phone booth. Little TVR's just gone by. Lovely little things. Looking for numbers, no numbers. Molly, Big 4A. Little Morris Minor convertible there for you. Registered LFO 333. What a wonderful registration number. The little Morris Minor convertible with the fold down back and the windows are still up. Owned by Mr. Jones of Anglesey. 23 MGA. Owned by Mr. Pocock from Market Drayton, a lovely 1960 version, VRD 550, beautiful example. Number 5 in your catalogue, an FGYT, ZJ 3155, Northern Ireland registered, owned by Mr. Whistle. And number 19, Ford 100E Prefect. BSL, Banks of Shrewsbury owns that. Lovely example of a cheap motor from the Ford Motor Company. Number 70 coming up, the Ford Capri, 2.8i, owned by Mr. Jones from Minsterley. Lots of variants of the Capri's made. This was the beast knees. This one, you got one of these, you were going places. Another little Ford there, the Yeomanette. Number 45 in your programme, or Singer Chamois, the Boschworth, that's it, we're saying it nicely this time. An F registered, owned by Mr. Sorrell from Redditch. And now we have 39, another Swedish invader, the Volvo P1800S, a 1966 version, owned by Mr. Murphy from Elsby, and that is the Simon Templar version, look. That is the one. Number 38, we have another one, an 1800S, owned by Mr. Holding from Telford, 1965 version. 32, nice Wolsey 1500, 1109NT, 1962 I believe, owned by a gentleman from Bangor-on-Dee. And then we have 33, Vauxhall VX 490, 247 GTO, which would be 61. Brian Davis of Shrewsbury, Ton of haulage. Which one is that? Number 17 in our book again, the Daimler Century, that's what they called it, UGW 686, Black Country registered, owned by Mr. Stevens from Beaumere Heath. We've got a Ford Capri just gone by us now, 723 ACA Coupe, Mr. and Mrs. Knight from Market Drayton, NEY 493, Little Mini, owned by Mr. Downton, your section secretary. And then we have Morris Oxford. That's it, the black you can have in any colour, apparently. 1922 TR3A, owned by Mr. Jones from Sedgley, a 1960 model, very early. 69 is the Mercedes, that's SL350, Mr. Griffiths in Gloucester, a very, very nice car, convertible again. Another Morris Mini Traveller, 42, Mr. Dalston of Shrewsbury, KMT 513M, lovely Shropshire registered, Austin Maxi, my God, and again. WUN something K, 6969K, roughly, yeah, number 62, 1972 version. Then we have, the Morris 1100 Mark II, an F-Reg, owned by Mr. Witter from Crewe, in lovely condition there, very well mass-produced car, 27. Morris Mini Cooper GDO 350D, owned by Mr. Webster from Sutton Coldfield. It's 1965 Morris Mini Cooper Mark I, whatever that meant. Yeah, 34, the Rover P4, a 95 model, A registered, S Jones and Mole. Usually when they've got an A behind them, they've been registered, some have them, but usually 61. Morris 1000 Traveller, another ONT 781G, seen about locally, owned by Mr. Gittins, holder of the MBE, lovely version of the, you know, lovely wooden back on it, with ash usually, yes, that's made of ash. Number 60, or Triumph Stag, a 1972 version, Mr. Hilditch from Crewe Green. And then at number 14 in your programme, the A30, an Austin A30, 1959. Oh, the Jowett Javelin. There we go, LXU 480. Owned, yeah. 57 is the Saab Estate, YAW 536K, 1970, 71 perhaps, owned by Mr. Brett from Ellesmere. The Fiesta Sport 1.1, South Wales registered but owned by Mr. Driver in Telfer. The Austin Metropolitan. Yes. That's a 1957 owned by Mr. Whitehead from Llansanfrai. TDD 602, in other words, Gloucester registered vehicle. Volkswagen. Never mind, 55 B5B 3.5 engine. Here we go. What have we got here then? What's your number? Number. Oh, they don't have a number. It's a little BMW or it's a Heinkel. A little Heinkel. There you go. We did. 52, the Wolsey 1660. Badge engineering again. Morris or Austin, Cambridge, Morris, Oxford. That's it, it was. Lovely one. And that would be a 1970. 59, 1800 estate. A lovely version there. Look at that lovely back window. Singer Vogue, another one, badge engineering. Could have been a Hillman Minx, could have been a Humber Scepter. Hillman Super Minx, carry on, with boot screw. Owned by Mr. Whitefoot himself. Yep. Owned by Lewis Weaver from Craven Arms, at your age. Yep, the Rover 100 here, owned by Mr. Greenwall of Shrewsbury. I saw that being restored so many years ago. Beautiful condition. Daimler Sovereign NFB 390K, big old machine this, usually a V6 engine. David Leslie from Wensfield. Good grand old car in their day. 49. Yeah. Vauxhall Victor, LUJ 496F. You can bet your bottom dollar that was supplied by Greenhouses. The original, it is 1961, so Mr. Elkin from Market Drayton. Yeah, early Cresta, 1956, owned by Mr. Beach from Badley. Sunbeam Talbot 90, Mr. Lewis from Shrewsbury. Very nice two-tone version. KAW 393. Ooh. Standard. Yes, yes. Well, here we go. Phase 2. That's it. Would this have a diesel or a petrol in? Yeah, yeah. We got a Riley 1.5. And the Hellman Mix 31, which would be a 1963. Yeah, there you go. Badge engineering again, same as the others. Owned by Mr. Sylvester of Coventry, quite near to where it was made. Roots Group, right, Dunstable. Then the Chevrolet, as I called it, Chevrolet, 3.1 litre van with the big wheelies. What's going to go in that? Number 8, light commercial Land Rover Series 1 in original condition, OVP 575. Yeah, 1954 version. Number 6, that's Series 2, owned by Mr. Goff from Maidstone Hill, 571 NRB. Another nice example, originality again. So, yeah, Series 2A from Shrewsbury. Yes, DP 772E. A nice example there, original. Oversized tyres, but very, very nice. Series 1 NAC 749 Warwickshire, so could have been a factory one, you never know. 1958. Oh yes, this is a tender. I'm glad you said it was. Yeah. Here we go. Here comes the forge man, Mr. Salt. That's it. A70, Michael Salt from Wem, one of our members here today who has a lot to do with the working field and metal patching. Number 12, yeah, owned by Mr. Robinson from Nancy Prime. Yeah, Land Rover Series 1. Yes. GAW Series 1 owned by Mr. Kane from Knighton. Early Shropshire registered vehicle, GAW 243. Lovely, lovely example of a Mark 1 with a pulley on the back, you can see, for driving all sorts of plant benches. I don't know. Number 18, Morning minivan. John Seabury, Hind Heath, I haven't heard that name for a while, but Morris minivan, CUX 889C. The Circus van, owned by Mr. Barber from Westbury, a 600 weight van. Transit Mark 1 from Kidderminster. There you go, original body as well, by the look of it, the old steel body. Yeah, proper Jeep. Yeah. Oh, the gas board again. E83W, owned by Mr. Bubb from Whitchurch, the 1953 version. And then you've got the other one, which is There we go, Ford Thames, owned by Mr. Sheldon from Pentrimon, or something like that. The Bedford CF, Debonair Deluxe they called it, I don't know why. Series 1 again, OSL 480. He's still going strong, he hasn't expired yet. No. He would. Mr. T's cooker. Over the range. Oh no, we don't. 840 pickup, lovely resplendent. Yeah, Morris Minor pickup, WLA, with the proper canvas top. It was obviously a canvas top one because it had the cleats on the side. And then the wooden back Morris Minor, GTK 702. The OXO van, as I call it, with the Ford Drivers Club badge on the front.